Hello year 8 and welcome to the geography option PowerPoint presentation. So on this presentation I'm just going to quickly talk you through what you can expect to study in geography, talk about some of the trips and the opportunities that you got to go on, and hopefully this will help you to decide whether you think this is a subject that you would like to know a little bit more about. So lots of things that we learn about in geography. Obviously the topic is about better understanding the world that you live in. And so some of the things that we will study include natural hazards, where we'll explore earthquakes and volcanoes in a bit more detail than what we did at Key Stage 3. We'll look into extreme weather events such as tropical storms and explore climate change even further. With regards to global ecosystems, we have a focus on exploring the tropical rainforest and deserts, looking at how plants and animals have adapted to these environments, looking at how humans use these environments, and looking at how we can use these environments more sustainably as well, making sure that they last. Regarding UK landscapes, we explore coast and rivers, and these two topics will involve external trips as well, where we go investigate the coast and a river in the North Yorkshire Moors. With regard to the human paper, some of the topics that we'll be exploring include urbanization in a bit more detail. So we'll be exploring how some cities around the world are changing and looking at the opportunities and challenges that those changes lead to, as well as looking at how the world is developing. So the world isn't static, countries are constantly moving forward, and we're going to study this in some more detail. And finally, our last topic will be looking at the resource management, looking at some of the essential resources of food, energy and water, and how can we continue to manage these more sustainably, making sure they last as the world population continues to grow. In terms of assessment, there will be 3 exams in which you will sit, equally divided, papers 1 and 2 being an hour and a half, and paper 3 being 1 hour and 15 minutes. These are generally spaced about a week apart from each other, which makes it easier to prep for and revise. With regards to routes for progression, geography is quite a broad subject, so it can lead on to many different career opportunities. There's lots of transferable skills which any employer would find useful, and skills that will support your study going on to any A level. But obviously if you have a particular focus which has got some geographical links, then this will definitely be a potential subject that you'd want to study further. So our gateway curriculum looks at the oceans, and we begin to explore the environmental issue, whether we can save the coral. So the coral's probably an environment that you've not looked much into, and we look at the threat of climate change, the impact that we have on the corals, and investigate whether it's something that we could save. Then what you would do is go on to study your own environmental issue within this Gateway project as well. And I want you to really investigate something that you're passionate about, that you want to educate people about and tell the world about. So something in the world that you're passionate about, and you get to educate others about it. So hopefully that sounds something that you'd be interested in. Hopefully, from what you've been studying in Key Stage 3, that you've been enjoying some of your topics and you want to explore some of this further. But yeah, if you're enjoying what you're studying at the moment and you enjoy some of the potential topics that we're going to be teaching you, then geography could be the option for you.